Are you a musician or a music creator who is still on the fence about whether you should be releasing your music online to your Spotify, your Apple Music, your iTunes? Well, in this video, I'm going to give you my top 10 reasons why you should be releasing your music online. Let's go. Hi, my name is Pete. This is Studio Live today, where I help you create, record, and release your best music. Now, if you've been around the channel for a while, you'll know this, but if you're new around here, one of the things that I'm super passionate about is releasing your music, because I think it's a critical part of the music creation process. After all, it's how you can share your art with the rest of the world. So in this video, I'm going to give you my top 10 reasons why you should consider releasing your music online to all of the streaming and digital platforms. And now I'm super excited too, because I have DistroKid on board sponsoring this video. DistroKid is an amazing distribution platform. I've been using them for over a year now to release EPs, singles, and albums. They are a really great way to get your music online, and they've also hooked us up with a 7% discount offer. So if you check the link down below and you go to distrokid.com/VIP/PeteJohns, my name, then you'll get 7% off any of their already affordable plans, which we'll talk about a little bit more at the end. But for now, let's dive in and get into these 10 reasons why you should consider releasing your music. Okay, we're going to do this countdown style, so we're going to start at number 10. And number 10 is to get paid. Now, you might be thinking, Pete, why is this not the number one reason or further up the list? Well, when you're starting out, or at least for me and other creators that are new to releasing your music, actually making money from your music might not be your number one motivator. It might be, and that's absolutely fine. But when you're starting out and you're building your audience, let's be honest, you're not going to be making a heap of money from your streaming or your sales, but you've got to start somewhere. So it's absolutely the best option that if someone is going to get paid for your music, and if you are streaming your music and people are listening to your music, you might as well be the one that's getting any royalties that are coming from those streams or people that want to buy your music. And the good part is that if you release with DistroKid, you're going to get 100% of those royalties straight back to you. So DistroKid do all the collecting from all the different platforms, and then they pass 100%, every cent of those royalties comes straight back to you. So that's a really good deal, and that is a great way to start making a little bit of money from the music you're already creating. Number 9 is to reach new audiences. So when you're releasing to literally hundreds of different platforms, then you're going to find that your music is going to reach new and different people through those different platforms. So it's amazing that I'll get emails from people that are like, I just streamed your latest song on Deezer and I thought it was cool. And I'm like, yeah, I've never actually used Deezer, but that's super cool. So all of the platforms that you're releasing to, it's not just the major ones, your Apple Music, Spotify, Google Play, etc., but you're streaming to all of these other platforms, and that just means that you get much wider reach and you can reach more people, and that means more people that could be listening to your music. Number 8 is stats and information. So have you ever been to iTunes or Spotify or any platform, and if you click on an artist's name, one of the first things that you'll see is their most popular tracks. Now, if you are that artist, that is really critical information, because what that's telling you is which of your songs your listeners are digging the most, and that can help you know what's resonating with your audience and what you should be creating more of. If you like your stats even more, like me, and you have a DistroKid account, then you can jump in and you can see the different revenues that are being paid to you from all of the different streaming platforms and all the different sales platforms, which is really cool. And if you upgrade to a Musician Plus account with DistroKid, you can even get your Spotify streaming stats and a whole bunch more options integrated into your account. So information and data about your music is a very cool reason to be releasing your tracks. Reason number 7 is that it gives you credibility. So when you release your music to all of these major platforms, it is showing your audience that you are serious about your music creation, that you're taking the time to complete your songs, to craft them, and then to release them, and you're finalizing that process. So in turn, your audience, your listeners, are going to take you more seriously, because they'll look at you and go, hey, this artist has taken the time to complete this song, this EP, this album, and release it on all these platforms. Then they are taking themselves seriously. So getting that additional credibility can really help you as an artist, can really get your listeners to take you more seriously as well. Number 6, and I'm a little hesitant to put this one in here because it might sound a bit superficial, but it feels super awesome to have your music released on these major platforms. So when I'm in iTunes and I'm scrolling down through The Killers and through Foo Fighters, and then I see Pete Johns, it gives me such a cool feeling because it feels like I'm playing in this same stage, the same arena as some of my favorite artists. And if you're a rapper, then you'll see Jay-Z and then you'll see your name. If you're a metal guy or gal, you'll see Iron Maiden and then you'll see your band's name. And it is actually really cool just to be able to see that. So yeah, it might sound a little bit conceited, but just being able to see your name in these platforms next to the names of the bands and the artists that you love can be a very, very cool thing. Number 5 in our top 10 reasons to release your music online is around metadata. Now, what is metadata and why is it so important? Well, when you're releasing a song, the most important thing is obviously the song itself. So you're going to upload a WAV file, a high resolution audio file to DistroKid, and that's what's going to be released. But at the same time, you're going to add your album artwork, and then you're going to add song titles, you're going to add your name or your artist name or your band name, and you can even add things like lyrics as well. And all of that information gets pushed out to all of the different platforms. Now, different platforms treat them differently and may include different information, but you're starting to get that information out there. Now, 2 of the services that DistroKid released to are YouTube and Google. And you know what the 2 biggest search engines in the world are? YouTube and Google. So you're actually getting your metadata out there to not only those, but then your Spotify's and your iTunes and all of the rest of it, and building up that metadata, putting your name and your album name and your song titles and all of that out there into the web. And then when Google goes and does its crawling thing, it's going to find that, it's going to attach that information back to you. So eventually, when people start to search for your band name or your artist name, all of that music information is going to start floating to the top, which is what you want to do. You want people to be able to find your music online simply by searching for the name of your band, the name of your song, the name of your album. That's the power of metadata. Reason number 4 is all around motivation. So I'm a big believer in time-bound goals and publicly committing to those time-bound goals, which means that when I wanted to release my first full-length album, I committed to having it released on the 1st of August. So knowing that, I needed to make sure that I had all my mixes, all my masters, all my final tracks ready to upload by the 30th of July at the latest. So I worked my butt off, I got that done. Now, if I didn't have the positive pressure of being able to release it officially, chances are I probably wouldn't have had all the tracks completely finished by that day. Maybe I had half of them done and I sort of released it, did a bit of a soft launch, but no, knowing that I wanted to get the album artwork, all of the tracks, get it uploaded to DistroKid and released, really gave me that motivation. And the good news is that DistroKid was so quick on the distribution side of it that it was out on all the major platforms by the 1st of August. Now, it can vary at times because a lot depends on the platform themselves, but what you can guarantee with DistroKid is that they are going to push it to those platforms as quickly as possible, get it into their systems, and then what starts happening is you get emails back saying, you're now live on Spotify, you're now live on iTunes, you're now live on Google Play, and it's a really cool feeling to go, yep, my completed product is now out there. So the motivation to actually get things done and completed is very cool, and using DistroKid means you can get your music out there with no hassles. Which leads us nicely into reason number 3, and that is that it is super simple to release your music. Especially if you're using DistroKid, you've got one form. You just fill it in, you upload your song, you upload your album art, song title, your name, and then you hit submit and DistroKid do the rest. It makes me think back to the time where I was first trying to release music. You'd have to duplicate your own cassettes and I'd be selling my tapes out the back of my car after a gig. Or if you wanted to get a professional release, you needed to get record companies, you needed to get duplication houses, you needed to get marketing and promotions. None of that needs to happen anymore. It is so simple and straightforward to get your music released, and not only do you get that, one copy in your hand, it gets magically sent to all of these different platforms so people can buy it, people can stream it, it's available everywhere. So the ease at which you can release your music is just amazing, and another reason why you should be releasing your music. We are on the homeward stretch. Reason number 2 to release your music online is that it makes it so easy to share your music. So before I started releasing my music online, if someone wanted to listen to a song, I had to email them a copy, or if it was on SoundCloud or YouTube, I had to email them a link. It was just really clunky to be able to share my music. Now that it's all released, the answer to that question is search Pete Johns on any platform, on your favorite streaming platform, your favorite music store, search for Pete Johns and you're going to find me. So the other day I get a phone call from an old friend and we're chatting away and he says, so what are you up to? And I said, well, actually I've just released an album. And he's like, that's really cool. Can I listen to it? And I'm like, yeah, do you have Spotify? Yes. Okay, type Pete Johns into Spotify. He types it in. Oh, Selfish Aware? I'm like, that's it. He's like, cool, I'll add it to my library. So that's how easy it is to share your music. You don't have to worry about links. You don't have to worry about anything. If you've got your artist name, all you need to do is tell someone to search for that. And as long as it's unique, or you can give them the name of the track or the name of the album, they're going to be able to find your music. And to me, that is really, really cool because it means you don't have to worry about links. You don't have to worry about anything. Just tell people the name, they go and search you, and they can find and listen to your music. And finally, my number one reason for releasing your music online. Now, if you've been around the channel for a while, you probably know what I'm going to say here, and that is that releasing finalizes the process. So we as musicians, myself very much included, are very good at starting projects and starting to write a song. We're very good at the songwriting and creation and recording process. One of the things that can be the most challenging part of music creation is the finishing, because musicians tend to be slightly perfectionistic, to put it mildly, and we like to get things right. So what tends to happen is you sit on a bunch of quarter, half, three-quarter, 7/8 finished songs without actually releasing any music, without finishing anything. So having the release puts that full stop at the end. It puts that finality that you have to have the song done. And once you release it to all of these platforms and it's out there, then you're not going to be tempted to go back and keep tweaking. And to me, that's a really important thing about music creation, is if you're a painter, you don't have a whole bunch of unfinished paintings and you go back and add a bit of paint to each one every day. You finish a painting, you learn from that painting, and you move on. I consider music the exact same way, is that every song you create is a step in your journey. And what you can do at the end is look back and go, hey, that first song might not be perfect, but look at where I've come to now. Look at the journey that I've taken. So yes, it is all about the journey, and releasing your music online is going to help you put that full stop and move on to your next project and improve your music creation. And there you have it, my 10 reasons why you should release your music online. If you need one more bonus reason, thanks to our friends over at DistroKid, it is ridiculously affordable to release your music. Their musician plan for just $19.99 US per year allows you to upload an unlimited number of tracks. That's unlimited EPs, unlimited albums, and unlimited singles that you can release. And it's even better if you use the link down below, which is at distrokid.com/VIP/Pete Johns. You're going to get an additional 7% off that plan, or any of the plans that DistroKid offers. And that is an affiliate link, so not only will you get to release your music, but they'll break off a little chunk and send it my way, so you'll be supporting the channel here at the same time. Thanks again for watching. What are your thoughts? What reasons do you have why folks should be releasing their music online? Let me know down in the comments. And until next time, I'll see you on the next video. Hey, thanks for sticking around, and a big thank you to DistroKid for sponsoring this video. If you would like to check out exactly how easy it is to release a song using DistroKid, check out the videos linked down below. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.